Chapter 8. Selecting your approach. Your own personality. Person may be democratic minded and naturally tend to lead his group by democratic methods. However, the group may prefer autocratic leadership. What can the leader do about it? The problem is not unusual. We all suffer from it to some degree. Everyone has a natural leadership style. It may be autocratic, democratic, or free-wing, but our leadership behavior may be influenced by other considerations that may forecast may us force us to weaken, strengthen, or completely change our natural way of acting. We may tend, for example, to give our assistants free rein in their work, but they may not be able to follow under this type of leadership, and therefore it may become necessary to use autocratic methods to complete the work. The source or cause of our natural leadership preferences is to be found in our own personalities, in generally in general, or of our behavior, from the way we walk to the way we express our opinions, reviews our personality, and depending on our personalities, we will prefer certain leadership methods more than others. But to what degree do our personalities control our leadership methods? Can we go against nature? How can a leader act if the group does not like his methods? How can he suit their needs? Based on observations of leadership in action, these facts become known. 1. There is a type of leadership more natural to you than other types. In general, you will do better with this approach than with another. 2. Every leader must nevertheless nevertheless use each of the three basic approaches to some degree. Your personal preference of leadership method certainly has a major influence on your normal approach. However, when the situation or other factors require it, it is possible to use a method that will suit the requirements. Testing your personality. Are you naturally and autocratic? And autocratic, democratic, or free leadership? You may be able to answer the question immediately, but you probably will not be able to do so Learning to know one's self has been described as one of the most difficult lessons in the world. Often we cannot see our own faults, and this means that self-knowledge and self-judgment will be very difficult for us. We may we may have been directing a department or a company for some time and still not know what our natural leadership method is. This can prevent us from using the leadership methods most suited to our emotional needs. Knowing the kind of leader you tend to be may make only a small difference in your daily leadership behavior. Other factors may be more important than the personality factor. However, a new understanding of yourself may help explain your past leadership difficulties and help you deal with future problems. Fortunately, it is possible to find a practical answer to the question of what your nature leadership preference is. The answer may not be complete or exact, but it can serve to make clear one of the most important parts of your leadership role. What type of your leader are you? The test below will give you a general idea of the type of leader you are. You will be able to answer some of the questions quickly. A few may require more careful thought, but answer all the questions and answer them as honestly and correctly as possible. If questions have no ready answers from our from your own experience, indicate what you believe you would do in situation described at the end of the test. Follow the directions for scoring and studying your answers. Group 1. 1. Do you like to direct activities? 2. Do you find it very easy to discharge someone? 3. In your opinion, can problems of bad behavior best be avoided by providing sufficient punishment for wrongdoing? 4. Do you feel that everyone in your group should have a certain amount of personal devotion to you? Group 2. In general, do you think it is worth the time and effort to explain the reason for a policy before applying it? Do you generally keep your people informed on developments affecting the group? Do you feel that the friendlier friendlier you are with your people, the better you will be able to read them? Blah blah blah. 4. Do you follow the practice of appointing committees to settle a problem rather than deciding it yourself? Group T. In your leadership job, do you prepare planning and keeping records? to working directly with your subordinates. 2. In giving work to your subordinates, do you tend to state the objectives and let them choose the methods? 3. After considerable time, you find the answer to a work problem. Your assistant, however, think it is a very poor solution. Would you be a little angry because the problem is still unsolved, rather than angry with the assistant? For according to some authorities, differences of opinion within a work group are healthy. According to other, just differences indicate basic weaknesses in group unity. Do you agree with the first view? Your score. To get your score, indicate your number of yes answer for group 1, 2, and 3, and group 3. If you had most yes answer in group 1, you probably tend to be an autocratic leader. If your total of yes and answer was highest in group 2, you tend to be a democratic leader. If group 3 is the one in which you show the greatest number of yes answer, your natural preferences is to be a free win leader. จบ